Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you're all doing well, and I'm so thankful to have you here with me today. My name is Ethan, and in this video, I'll be doing a general collective energy reading. Now keep in mind, this is a general collective reading, so it may not resonate with everyone, and that is okay. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, and as a quick disclaimer, I am not a professional. These videos are for entertainment, introspection, spiritual healing, and growth. Now, the overall energy of this reading is revealed through the 3 lunar cards at the top of this spread. We start with the last quarter moon in Cancer, take a breather, the new moon in Virgo, trust all will be well, and the new moon in Capricorn, step up and lead. Together, they tell a story of emotional closure, grounded trust, and empowered leadership. And that leadership energy, it keeps showing up, is for one of you. Like, Spirit just keeps bringing this leadership energy up. I don't make the rules. I just go by what Spirit says, or maybe it's delusions. I don't know. It's fun either way. Like, I enjoy it either way. I don't care. But yeah, someone needs to really step up and lead, because the cards don't lie. Now, sorry, it's been a long day at work. I'm still wearing, like, my work uniform. Like, I haven't even washed my face or anything. It's been a day. But we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through it. Oh, and one other thing, I'm sorry, I don't want to get too sidetracked. When I'm like this, it's because like my ADHD medication starts to wear off in the afternoon. So I get a little scattered, but it's kind of fun, you know? If you know, you know. But anyways, starting with the last quarter moon in Cancer, take a breather. This card shows up when emotional exhaustion has reached a peak. So you may have been carrying emotional weight that isn't fully yours, nurturing other people while neglecting yourself, or holding on to feelings that really needed to be acknowledged, but you didn't make space to even acknowledge those feelings, you know? The Cancer energy in this card is deeply sensitive and intuitive. This card says to stop pushing. You don't need to solve everything right now. You need to rest. You need emotional honesty and compassion towards yourself. You are allowed to pause without guilt. Healing does not require urgency. Your affirmation for this card is I give myself permission to rest and feel without judgment. Moving on to the new moon in Virgo, trust all will be well. This indicates that after emotional release comes mental clarity. Virgo energy brings grounding, healing, and reassurance. Even if things feel uncertain, this card says that order is quietly returning. You may not see it, but it's happening in the shadows. You don't need every answer, just the next step. You just need to know the direction. That's it. One step at a time, baby steps. So, this is about trusting the process, focusing on what you can control, and healing through small, intentional actions, and that will be different for everyone on their journey. Not everything needs to be fixed at once. Progress is built through gentle consistency. Your affirmation for this card is I trust that clarity and stability are forming even when I cannot see the full picture. Finally, with this new moon in Capricorn, step up and lead. This is a powerful shift. Capricorn energy calls you into your personal authority. After rest and recalibration, you're being asked to take responsibility for your future, not out of pressure, but out of empowerment. This may involve setting boundaries, making a mature decision, or choosing long-term fulfillment and legacy over short-term comfort. You are no longer meant to stay small or uncertain. You are ready to lead your own life. The affirmation for this card is I confidently step into my power and take responsibility for my path. Next, we have the Oracle guidance cards that I pulled to kind of help guide this collective through the energy. And we start with the Observe card, which says enlightenment, flow, and growth. This card is asking you to step back and watch instead of reacting. There is wisdom in stillness. When you observe your emotions, patterns, and triggers, you gain clarity without conflict. So before responding, pause, because the insight is arriving quietly. It's like intuitive downloads. Oh my gosh, if you hear that, my cat is on top of my camper, like running around. She's a big Maine Coon. That's also why like the whole camera just shook. It's just chaos around here right now. She wants attention because I got off work. She's on top of her catio now, looking at me. She likes to hop from her catio onto the camper and like run around, and she's a wild child. But anyways, where was I? I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna get through this reading. Y'all might not make it through the reading with me, but I'm determined to finish this reading. Okay, we have the Take Flight card, which says transformation, exploration, and adventure. Once awareness sets in, movement will follow. This card encourages you to leave the familiar, emotionally, mentally, or physically. You are meant to grow beyond the version of yourself that learned to survive. The advice here is to say yes to curiosity. Growth requires courage. Finally, with the Blessings card, which says renewal, grace, and gentleness, this is your reassurance card. Even if the journey feels intense, the outcome is soft, peaceful, and rewarding. Maybe a sports car, or a yacht, mega yacht. Let's go with mega yacht. And $1 billion sugar daddy, who's gonna pass in maybe 3 days and you inherit it all. That's the blessing. Claim it in the comments. Wow, my ADHD medication's wearing off. I'm having fun. I don't know about y'all, but blessings. So yeah, you are being supported in ways that you may not fully recognize yet. Your affirmation for this card is, I am surrounded by grace even during times of change. Now moving into the clarifying tarot cards that I pulled for this overall energy, we start with the Nine of Arrows, and this shows anxiety, restless thoughts, and emotional exhaustion. You've been carrying fears late into the night. This is about mental and emotional overload. But you are moving into balance with the King of Arrows, the Queen of Arrows, and the Page of Arrows. The King of Arrows, this is mental clarity and leadership. Once again, there's leadership. Some kind of leadership's coming in for someone out there. Even if it's just one of you. Someone needs to hear that message. Because like I said, it's come up in like 3 or 4 readings now. I don't choose the cards. They fly out. I'm like, okay, this is what we're going with. The Queen of Arrows, this is emotional intelligence and discernment. And finally, the Page of Arrows, this indicates a new truth, insight, or a realization. Your mind is learning to work for you instead of against you. Moving on to the Moon reversed, this indicates that illusions are lifting. So your confusion's clearing, your intuition is coming back. Things that were once in the dark, they're coming to light. The Lovers reversed, this indicates misaligned values and an imbalance in connection. Keep in mind, it does not have to be romantic. It could be business, it could be family. Take it how it resonates with your situation. Energy expresses itself differently in all of our lives, and this could be a past, present, or a future energy. A lot of these tarot spreads, they can be interpreted as timeless because everyone's on a different journey, and so we've all kind of been through very similar situations depending on, I guess, how we were raised, where we were born. Which is really interesting. Not going to get into all that, but I think it's really interesting. We can all learn a lot from each other. Now, did I go over the Fool in reverse? Well, the Fool card in reverse, this is a fear of the unknown. So you may be realizing that something or someone no longer aligns with who you are becoming. This awareness can be unsettling, but it is honest. So the guided message here is that clarity can feel uncomfortable before it becomes freeing. Next we get into the Six of Arrows, the Two of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. This is a transition toward emotional peace and harmony, balance, that emotional fulfillment. The Six of Arrows is moving away from turmoil. You may not know exactly what's on the other side, but you're supported as you move away. The Two of Cups is an emotional harmony, a mutual respect. Both their cups are filled. It's an equal give and take. And the Ten of Cups, this is like ultimate emotional fulfillment and peace in your life. Family, friends, happy wife, happy life. We're just vibing under the rainbow. It's beautiful. So this shows a journey from confusion into true connection and contentment, either with another person or within yourself. Your affirmation for these cards is, I release what disrupts my peace and welcome harmony into my life. Now we get into the Tower and the Hierophant. So this is like the awakening, and then what anchors you, what grounds you after a crumble, after a difficult situation. So this could be, the Tower could be a sudden truth, a realization, or a shift in your perspective. But the Hierophant will come in and it'll ground all that mental turmoil, the mental spirals, the chaos, into wisdom and spiritual guidance. It'll create a structure. So, the Tower is not here to destroy you. It's here to free you from false foundations. The Hierophant is reminding you that after the shakeup, stability returns through values, faith, and inner wisdom. So, I don't have the card out, but it's about very similar to the Attuned to the Divine. And also, when I was doing this spread, like creating it, the Divine Timing card kept trying to come out. So again, it's having faith that everything will work out. Kind of being in the fog, but you'll get through the fog. Just turn your headlights on. You'll be okay. Now, before I just continue to go everywhere with this reading, the final message and what this all means for you. This reading is about outgrowing fear, confusion, and emotional exhaustion. You are releasing old emotional burdens, gaining mental clarity, facing a truth that changes everything, moving toward genuine peace and fulfillment, or stepping into leadership over your life. Nothing is happening to you, everything is happening for your growth. So the final affirmations that I wrote down for this entire spread are, I trust the changes unfolding in my life, I release what no longer aligns with my truth, I choose clarity, peace, and emotional fulfillment, I am ready to step into my power. So take one more deep breath and know that you are supported, guided, and capable. If this message resonated, well, I'm going to get through this reading. I'm going to do it. I'm telling you, I'm going to do it. If this message resonated, take a moment to ground yourself, hydrate, journal, and rest. And honestly, with that journaling, I'm not going to get into it too much. My dreams last night were insane. I actually had to write them down. I would have to make an entire video about the dreams that I had last night. I was hopping from one dream to another, astral projecting. I didn't even try to do it. It just happened. It was the craziest thing. Honestly, I might talk about a little bit right now if anyone's interested, and if anyone's actually watching this. So, the first dream, I think I'm having a stroke. The first dream that I had took place at my mom's house, my childhood home. My grandma was there, my little brother were there, and we were eating all this candy. And I ate all of my grandma's candy, and then she couldn't find the candy, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I went to this vending machine at the gas station, and they were out of candy. Again, I know how the story sounds. This dream, it was all over the place. And I went back to my mom's house, and then they were all sleeping in my old bedroom on the floor. So I went to go take a shower, because at that point I had to get ready for work. Again, I know the timelines and the dreams are messed up. But I went into the bathroom, take a shower, and there was actually a tarot card in this dream. And I don't have this tarot card. It was a tarot card that I've never seen before. It was ocean themed. It had like an old man on it. And it was kind of, I mean, it was a little creepy. Actually, I'm going to use a little bit of sage in a little bit, because I don't know what that dream was about. But anyways, that card was in the bathroom. I got in the shower in the dream, and there was like a little wind-up toy that, you know, like a carousel wind-up toy where you wind it up and it spins and plays the music. And it was sitting in the, like on the ledge where you put the shampoo or conditioner. And as I'm taking the shower, that wind-up toy just started playing on its own, and I got really freaked out, and then the shower curtain tried to grab me, and then I was like pulled into a different dream. Yes, I know how that sounds. So, y'all think I'm crazy, but again, this is like the literal dream I had. So I got pulled by the shower curtain into the 1980s, and at this point, it was like a gated neighborhood community, and there's this black woman giving a speech about the hardships of life and how, you know, it was just getting too expensive and she could barely afford to heat her home. And I felt her pain, but the audience was laughing at her. And then Dr. Phil showed up and like started hosting. Like, I know how this sounds, guys, I know. And then I ended up like going into a different dream that took place at my old work when I was in high school. In my first semester of college, it was Bilo. It's closed down now. But I was with my mom and stepdad, and inflation had like taken over like everything. So we had to spend about $700 to $800 on basic groceries in the dream, and everyone was just being so aggressive. And then I jumped into a different dream. Yes, I know how this sounds. Jumped into a different dream, and in this dream I was at my current job, and there was a deer, and the deer gave birth to a dog. Yes, I know how crazy I sound, I know. And my like our CEO of the park, he wanted me to help him get the dog like into my truck to take it to the vet. And then we captured the dog, and it just sat down in the passenger seat of my truck. But the issue is that with the inflation in the previous dream, we couldn't afford the vet bill. So we had to take it to the pound, and I like just started crying. Yeah, I'm a grown man. I cried about that in the dream. And then, I'm almost done, I promise. Then I was back at my job in the dream state, and I had to participate in a Christmas tree decorating contest. My supervisor like made it mandatory. She voluntold me that I had to decorate a Christmas tree and compete, but I was competing against billionaires who had like top high quality like fashion designers, people who know what they're doing decorating their trees. And so I didn't win, but they gave me a wrapped Christmas present, and I opened the Christmas present, and there was a bag of old Halloween candy in it. So yeah, yeah. So anyways, I'm fine, but I woke up this morning and I had to write all of that down, because I was like, okay, those are the dreams. Like, I gave a reading or multiple readings yesterday telling people to pay attention to their dreams last night, and my dreams were next level. So yeah, I have a candle burning right now as well to kind of like cleanse the air, like kind of absorb, burn away any kind of negative energy, because that tarot card that showed up in my dream last night, I don't know how I felt about that, but paid attention to it, and I'm gonna protect myself spiritually. People can try to come into the astral and mess with me, but it ain't gonna work. I got too much protection. So anyways, I really hope you are all doing well, and I'm gonna shut up now. Thank you for watching if you're actually still here, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you for bearing with me. Bye!